Hi folks, Festus here. I wanted to show you some of my other projects that I had been working on. This is the second David Bradley I have that I've restored anyways. I call this one Daisy. 1950s. You know, it's hard to pick the exact date on it. This was originally a Superpower. Code number 917.57561. Came with a 2.5 horsepower Continental in it. I've got a Briggs in it now. You can't find Continental motors anymore that are affordable. So I just wanted to show you some of the restoration that I've done. I have that. I got the moldboard plow, which has been, I totally took it apart, stripped it down. I have a wheel harrow and a cultivator. Now, I used to use these in the garden, so that's why they haven't been restored yet, but they're all done working, so I'll probably start restoration on them. So they're still pretty rusty, but they're working. Yeah, interesting on the plow, it's got the, you can see the bar there, that's the hay. I guess it pushes the hay out of the way, so when you cut the moldboard cuts, it has a cleaner cut and everything. But yeah, and going back, so like I said, this is Daisy. It was another complete rusted out wreck when I got it, and the shadow in the sun and getting in the way. Got some Superpower stickers from eBay. Just to open it up and give you a look inside. Again, I had to replace the tank because Continentals, the tanks were different. The company that supplied the motors also made the tanks, so they all had different tanks. This is it's been rebuilt, it just hasn't been finished off and painted yet. This is I think it's a 3-horse Briggs I got off of an old Toro power handle, if you ever seen one of those. It was like one of the first all-in-one, you know, snowblower, tiller, lawnmower, all-in-one. But so then again, this is 917.57561. The first one I did, the one I call Blossom, its code number is 917.5751. And again, just to show you the rims and everything I have. The wheel weights are smaller than the rim, but it's hard to find wheel weights, so you know, I did the best I could with what I had. I brought Blossom's motor out. It's a 1.8 Briggs, and this is, you know, pretty much the standards of what they had back then. You know, this one runs. They both run. It's just there's no carb on this one yet, so I'm rebuilding that. Some of the differences you can see in the earlier models, the plates were different. They didn't have this. They actually used a T section that would fit into here and then lock in, and then you would hook up your implements to that. This one is a newer engine mount, and it has these that hook into it and everything. So actually, and it would lock into the pin on the transmission, and you would hook your implements up to that. So anyway, just give you an overview of what I'm working on. Still got to get the tires. I spent a lot of money on the rototillers, so everything's kind of hold on the tires. And again, you've seen this one before. This is one I call Bunny. This is the working model. It was made out of 2 separate ones, and again, you can see that there's remnants of the superpower label on it. This one, let's see here. The transmission is a 917576, which was a later model, and the handlebars it had the tube handlebars, and they were completely rotted off and broken. So I picked up a local find, and I got a 917579, which is the later style ones. And how you can tell the later styles from the earlier, especially with the difference between the tube frames. This is a two-piece frame, and you can see where it actually stops here. There's an adjuster so you can raise and lower the handlebars, and the front part that connects to the motor mount is actually solid steel. It's not the tube frame like it had. I replaced the motor in this. I had a old rototiller motor, and the hood didn't fit that well on it, so I ended up getting a 5 horsepower Tecumseh engine, and I had to do some fancy plumbing here with the carburetor, because the air cleaner wouldn't fit under the hood. So I cut a piece of a pipe. It's actually the exhaust manifold off a riding mower, and put a little air box on the top of it. And then I also had to weld up a piece of metal there to deflect the exhaust, because when the hood is down, the exhaust floats around inside there and sucked into the carb, and she won't run right and everything. But so I had to do that, so it blows the exhaust out the vent on the side. The original ones, and if you look, and that's why there's a hole in the front, the original exhaust pipes would come out there and actually blow the exhaust through the hole in the front. The plow, like I said, it's actually it's in bad shape. She got rust holes, and she sat outside for a long time before I got a hold of it. So this is the one I use to like plow lightly in the driveway and stuff. I got a snow blower that does the rest. But yeah, that's the David Bradley stuff I got. I'm going to see if I can get this one running. I got a little bit of gas in it, and maybe we can give it a run around. So let's see if we can do that.